Nobody expected Joe Rogan, the man who's seen and heard it all, to be speechless. But that's exactly what happened when a body language expert came onto his show and analyzed every frame of Erika Kirk's recent interviews, and what they uncovered left Joe frozen in silence. The expert, a former FBI behavioral analyst, didn't hold back. With slow-motion footage and voice analysis on the screen, she broke down Erika's every move, the blink rate, the lip tension, the micro-expressions, and said the words that turned the entire internet upside down. She's not nervous because she's lying. She's nervous because she's hiding guilt. The moment she said that, Joe leaned back in his chair, eyes wide, whispering, "Wait. You're saying she knows something?" The expert nodded, double quotes, "Not just knows. She's protecting someone, and it's killing her." Within hours, the clip exploded. Over 10 million views in under 3 hours. The hashtags #Erika Kirk analysis, #Joe Rogan speechless, and #The Hidden Tell trended worldwide. Fans were dissecting every second of Erika's past interviews, comparing clips, matching facial tics, arguing over her tone. Did she really glance away when Charlie's name came up? Did her hand tremble when Candace Owens was mentioned? Joe, still stunned, said at the end of the segment, "I've interviewed politicians, fighters, even spies, but I've never seen tells like that. And now the question everyone's asking is, what secret is Erika Kirk really hiding, and who is she protecting?" The clip that stunned Joe Rogan didn't just go viral, it detonated across the internet like a cultural bomb. For weeks, the Erika Kirk controversy had been spiraling out of control. The voicemails, the leaks, the rumors of manipulation inside Turning Point USA. But until now, most of what people believed came from digital evidence and anonymous claims. This was different. This was psychological proof. Joe Rogan's guest that day wasn't just any commentator. It was Dr. Miranda Lane, a certified behavioral analyst and one of the most respected nonverbal communication experts in the country. A former FBI consultant turned forensic deception profiler. She's analyzed everyone from politicians to criminal suspects, but what she saw in Erika Kirk's demeanor, she said, was unlike anything she'd ever encountered. Rogan started the segment casually, sipping his coffee as he queued up a clip of Erika's now infamous Enough Lies video, the one she posted after Joe released the first batch of leaked voicemails. In that short recording, Erika had tearfully insisted, "I wasn't hiding evil. I was protecting Charlie." People don't know the pressure we were under, but Dr. Lane wasn't interested in what Erika said. She was watching how she said it as the video played. Rogan and the entire room fell silent. Dr. Lane leaned forward, eyes locked on the screen. Pausing and rewinding the footage with surgical precision, at 0:14 seconds in, Erika touched her throat. "See that?" Dr. Lane said. "That's not sadness. That's suppression. She's literally swallowing what she wants to say." Rogan blinked, caught off guard. "You're saying she's holding back information?" Dr. Lane nodded. "She's restraining herself, not because she's lying, but because she's terrified of what would happen if she told the truth." She zoomed in further. As Erika whispered, "I made mistakes," the expert froze the frame. Micro-expression, guilt with a trace of defiance. Watch the corner of her mouth, it twitches upward for just a millisecond. That's what we call a self-soothing smirk. It's the subconscious saying, "You think you caught me, but you don't know everything." Joe leaned back, his face unreadable. "So you're saying she's not being fully honest, but she's not lying outright?" Dr. Lane nodded. "Exactly. This isn't deception, it's protection." Her posture, her gaze aversion, her micronods, they all point to one thing. She's carrying a burden that's not hers. She then dropped the first bombshell of the show. She's not just hiding something for Charlie. She's hiding something about him. The entire studio went silent. Even Rogan, normally quick with a joke or question, just stared at the monitor. About him. He finally asked. Yes, Dr. Lane said. Her fear isn't for herself. It's for what would happen to him and possibly others if this got out. The phrase others made Rogan sit up straight. So she's protecting multiple people. Dr. Lane hesitated, choosing her words carefully. In cases like this, it's not uncommon for people under extreme pressure, especially spouses, to become the buffer. They absorb the guilt, the blame, even the anger, to shield whoever's really in danger. Rogan rubbed his temples. You're saying she's a human firewall. Exactly, Lane said. Every gesture screams damage control. Then came the moment that broke the internet, at 2:03 in the video. Erika looks directly into the camera and says, "You don't understand what Charlie asked me to hide?" Dr. Lane paused the clip again. That's it. Look at her eyes, wide, glassy, full of desperation. That's not someone playing victim. That's someone begging for someone to understand that she's in over her head. Rogan whispered, almost to himself. She looked scared. Dr. Lane's reply was chilling. She's not scared of exposure. She's scared of what exposure will trigger. That single line, "what exposure will trigger," became the quote of the week, within hours. The clip was being shared across X, TikTok, and YouTube with captions like "The expert knows" and "Erika's fear explained." But Dr. Lane wasn't finished. She went on to compare Erika's body language to other high-profile figures who had been caught in long-term deception spirals, people who lied not to deceive the public, but to protect something bigger than themselves. She cited the infamous 2015 case of a government whistleblower's spouse who showed similar behavioral markers, tension in the neck, inconsistent blink patterns, and facial microleaks during emotional confession. When you lie for yourself, Dr. Lane explained, your body wants to distance itself from the lie, crossing arms, looking away, fidgeting. But when you lie for someone you love, your body wants to protect the lie. You lean in, you cradle your own words. You speak softly to make them sound believable. Rogan's response was dead serious. So this isn't about ego. It's about fear. Fear and obligation, Dr. Lane replied. She's convinced that if she breaks her silence, she'll destroy everything. That's why her voice quivers only when she says Charlie's name, not when she's accused, not when she talks about Candace, not even when she mentions the FBI rumors. Only when she says Charlie, that's her emotional trigger point. The camera cut to Rogan, who sat there for several seconds without speaking. His eyes widened slightly, his jaw clenched, and for one of the rare moments in his entire career. Joe Rogan was speechless. The silence said it all. When the clip ended, he exhaled sharply and muttered, "That's heavy, man. That's... wow." Dr. Lane smiled faintly, then delivered her final assessment, the line that's now echoing across every corner of social media. Erika Kirk isn't acting guilty because she's evil. She's acting guilty because she's holding back the truth, and she knows it's going to come out one way or another. The video hit 40 million views in under 24 hours. Even skeptics began admitting that something about Erika's behavior didn't sit right. Comment sections turned into digital war zones. Half the internet was convinced Erika was an emotional manipulator, a cold strategist who built her influence through deception. The other half saw her as a broken woman, someone cornered by secrets too dangerous to reveal. Candace Owens tweeted 1 hour later, "Body language doesn't lie." But some people are trained too. That cryptic message only made things worse, because if Candace was implying Erika's demeanor was trained, it suggested this wasn't just fear, it was preparation. And that raised the most chilling question yet. Was Erika acting out of panic? Or was this all part of the plan? The day after Joe Rogan's body language breakdown aired, the internet didn't just react, it erupted. Everyone was talking about it. News anchors, podcasters, YouTubers, even late-night hosts replayed the clip of Dr. Miranda Lane freezing the frame at 2:03. That moment when Erika whispered, "You don't understand what Charlie asked me to hide." And then came the first twist that nobody saw coming. Dr. Lane herself, the FBI-trained behavioral expert, went missing from social media. Her Twitter, her Instagram, her LinkedIn, all gone within 24 hours of the episode. No explanation, no statement, no trace. The timing was impossible to ignore. Rogan's audience went feral. Did they silence her? Was she threatened? Someone doesn't want this analysis spreading. And just as theories began to spiral, something even more explosive hit the web a second. Unreleased clip from Rogan's interview, one that never made it to YouTube. One that never made it to YouTube. The footage, leaked by a studio insider, showed Dr. Lane analyzing a different video. One never before discussed publicly. It was footage of Erika at a private Turning Point USA donor dinner. Months before any of the scandals broke, she was on stage introducing Charlie, smiling, poised, confident. But the experts saw something no one else had noticed. "Freeze it here," Dr. Lane said in the unseen clip. When she gestures toward Charlie, watch her left hand. See that tremor? That's a suppressed stress response. It's subtle, but it's the exact same tremor you see when people feel guilt mixed with authority. Joe leaned in. Guilt mixed with authority. "Yes," she replied. That's the kind of body language we see when someone feels they're in control of a situation they shouldn't be. The implication hit like a THUNDERCLAP. Dr. Lane was suggesting that Erika wasn't just covering up Charlie's secrets, she was controlling them. She's not the protector, the expert said quietly. She's the puppeteer. The clip ended there, but it was enough. Within minutes, hashtags like #PuppetMasterErika and #TheHiddenControl were trending across X and TikTok. The internet's perception of Erika shifted again, from victim to mastermind, from fearful wife to calculating operator. But it didn't stop there. An anonymous account called Langley Files uploaded what appeared to be transcripts of Dr. Lane's missing notes from the Joe Rogan interview. In them, she allegedly wrote, "Subject exhibits overlapping fear and command indicators, rare combination, typically seen in individuals managing a secret hierarchy." That phrase, secret hierarchy, sent chills down everyone's spine, because suddenly, it wasn't just about Erika and Charlie anymore. It was about something bigger. Commentators started speculating that Erika had become part of an internal communications web, a hidden structure of influence inside TPUSA, where every move, every message, every decision was filtered through her. If Dr. Lane's notes are real, one journalist tweeted, then Erika wasn't protecting Charlie from the world, she was protecting the world from Charlie. Boom. That was the moment everything changed. 2 days later, Candace Owens joined the chaos with a cryptic livestream titled Erika's Trained Smile. In the video, she replayed the same donor event footage Dr. Lane had analyzed and pointed to one chilling detail. The brief, knowing glance Erika exchanged with a man seated behind the stage. "See that?" Candace said, zooming in. "That's not a casual look. That's acknowledgement. That's signal behavior." Her claim, that man was a federal consultant, one of the same names allegedly tied to the Falcon operation Candace had exposed months earlier. If true, it meant Erika had been under surveillance or working with them long before the leaks, the letters, or the family fallout. Joe Rogan reposted Candace's clip with a single emoji. The internet exploded all over again. Now everyone was combing through old footage of Erika interviews, speeches, even casual vlogs, looking for signs. gestures, or coded movements that might hint at coordination. And then came the biggest shock of all, a new leak, this time from within Turning Point itself. An anonymous employee sent screenshots of internal security logs showing requests for visual pattern analysis run through a third-party AI system under the name Erika Kirk. Translation: Erika had allegedly used facial recognition software on her own colleagues. It's what we call a loyalty tracker, said one cybersecurity source. It scans people's body language during meetings, detecting stress, avoidance, or dissent. Basically, it tells you who's lying and who's loyal. If that was true, Erika wasn't just playing defense. She was running surveillance. Within hours, Candace Owens posted a reaction on X. "I told you she was trained. Now you know who trained her." And just when the scandal seemed to hit its peak, Joe Rogan dropped his next statement. On his podcast, voice low and grim, he said, "We got confirmation from a second source. The AI analysis wasn't a rumor. Erika commissioned it personally. It wasn't through TPUSA's main system. It came from a private firm with government ties." He paused, took a deep breath, and added, "This isn't paranoia anymore. This is verified." That's when Joe looked off camera, visibly shaken, and muttered the words that would trend for days. "She's not afraid because she's hiding something. She's afraid because she's still being watched." Silence. The internet went berserk. What did that mean? Was Erika under surveillance herself? Was the same system she allegedly built now being used against her? Within hours, users began sharing screenshots of encrypted messages claiming that Erika's digital access had been restricted by outside authorities. Others said she'd been placed under protection or detainment, but no one knew for sure. That night, Joe Rogan posted a cryptic Instagram story, a black screen with a single line of text. "The eye watches everyone, even her." The story disappeared after 2 minutes, and then, around midnight, a new video appeared on YouTube under the title, "The Hidden Signal, Erika Kirk's Message." The footage was dark and grainy, just Erika's silhouette, her voice barely above a whisper. "They think they can read me," she said, "but they don't know the truth. The truth isn't in my body language, it's in what I didn't say." The screen glitched, then went black. A few frames later, a single phrase appeared in white text: "Watch Charlie's hands." And just like that, the entire world stopped breathing. What did that mean? Was Erika turning the tables, warning the public that Charlie was the one with the hidden signals? Or was it a coded message to someone else entirely? One thing's for sure, Joe Rogan wasn't speechless anymore. He was terrified. The morning after Erika's chilling Watch Charlie's Hands video dropped, chaos ruled the timeline. Fans slowed every frame, analysts compared angles, and Rogan's producers sat in the control room, replaying it again and again at 0:07 seconds. Charlie is on stage beside Erika. He reaches for the microphone, then hesitates. His right thumb brushes the edge of the lectern twice. Once, twice. That's when Dr. Lane's voice, from a lost recording recovered overnight, echoed through a pirated upload. To taps means confirmation. It's a signal. The world went wild. What's he confirming? Was Erika telling him when to speak? It was coded the whole time. Rogan opened his next episode looking pale. He'd received an unmarked envelope at the studio no return address. Just the words for the eye alone. Inside, 3 still photos from that same event, each circled in red ink around Charlie's hands. On the back of the final photo, a note in block letters: "She learned from me." Rogan read it live, staring straight into the camera. Someone out there wants us to know this goes deeper than body language. And then came the shocker. Dr. Lane returned. Her voice appeared in a short audio clip emailed to journalists at midnight. I'm safe. But you have to understand. Erika was the student. Charlie was the prototype. Every newsfeed melted down. Prototype for what? Is this a psych program? Was TPUSA a behavioral experiment? Rogan could barely speak. He replayed Erika's watch Charlie's hands lying next to Dr. Lane's cryptic message. 2 clips, 2 voices, both hinting that Charlie wasn't just a victim or a partner, but something else entirely. Then, as if on cue, Erika's official Instagram reactivated for exactly 10 minutes. A single story appeared, black background, white text. They trained him to speak without words. Now he can't stop. 10 minutes later, the account vanished again. Reporters called it a hoax. Rogan called it evidence of conditioning. He played side-by-side clips of Charlie answering questions at public events. The identical gestures, the mirrored taps, the forced smiles. Dr. Lane had said it herself, guilt and authority. The rare combination. And then the final piece hit the feeds. A digital forensics channel posted metadata showing that the watch, Charlie's hands video had been uploaded from a secure network registered to a defense contractor address in Virginia. The CIA link was back. Candace Owens tweeted within seconds, "Told you. Project Falcon never ended. It just changed its name." Rogan froze on camera. You could hear him exhale before saying, if Project Falcon was about influencers and narrative control, then Charlie Kirk was their greatest success story. Boom. The studio went dark. Streams cut mid-sentence. Half of Rogan's archives suddenly displayed restricted pending review. Within an hour, a new account called The Falcon Returns posted a 15-second clip to Telegram. It was Erika again, pale, haunted, whispering through static. He's starting to remember. The screen flickered. Then silence. Now the internet's terrified and obsessed. Did Charlie undergo some kind of conditioning program? Was Erika his handler or his rescuer? Is Dr. Lane alive or still a pawn in a larger psych operation? Rogan has refused to record since the incident. His only message to fans came through a typed note on his website. If you see the signal, don't respond. No one knows what signal he meant, but as of this morning, a new video thumbnail has appeared on his channel, scheduled to premiere tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Title: The Conditioning Tape. Caption: He was never alone on stage. The countdown is live. The world is watching, and everybody wants to know the same thing when the conditioning tape plays. Will it finally prove who is controlling whom? Or will it reveal that everyone, Erika, Charlie, Candace, even Rogan, has been under someone else's control this whole time? Because if the whispers are true, the real puppet master has yet to speak. This is it, the moment before the reveal, tomorrow night. Joe Rogan's conditioning tape premieres, and the world might finally see the truth hidden inside Erika Kirk's body language. Charlie's hand signals, and every blink the experts missed. So what do you think? Was Erika the mastermind, the trained operator who learned to control Charlie through psychological conditioning? Or was she a pawn in a government experiment gone rogue, forced to protect a man she knew was being used for something far bigger than either of them? And most importantly, if the conditioning tape exposes how far the control goes, what will that mean for everyone else in the system? Drop your theories below. Every symbol, every gesture, every mystery counts. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because once that video drops, the truth will spread faster than anyone can contain it. And remember, Erika's last words: the truth isn't in my body language. It's in what I didn't say. Tomorrow, we might finally hear what she never said, and the question is, can the world handle it?